Today we're unboxing something tiny, which explains why this camera is so low and close to my face. Today's unboxing is Tiny Epic Galaxies BLAST OFF from Gamelyn Games. I'm Mark Maya. Welcome to Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, now I don't remember last time I did an unboxing with the camera this low. It kind of blocks my face. I got to do a little bit of this. But you know why? Let me explain to you. First of all, I feel like we get a better picture when we get the lens close to it rather than doing any sort of zooms, optical or not. I don't know if it's just me, but it just looks better. So, and by the way, as I've said before, you're not here to see me, you're here to see Tiny Epic Galaxies BLAST OFF. And look how tiny. So, now, if you're a fan of the show, or even if you hate us but you just can't help but watch, you've probably noticed that Tiny Epic Galaxies. Oh, you know what? Let me go get that. All right. So, I went into my collection, tracked down Tiny Epic Galaxies. If you haven't seen it, this is the original, and this is BLAST OFF. So, the original has made it into our top 5 competitive games for couples, stocking stuffers. It's in my top 50 favorite games of all time. It's really low on the list. I believe it did crack the top 10. So check it out. If you haven't checked this out, you should already, because it's awesome. It's one of my absolute favorites. So you can imagine that I was super excited when I heard about Tiny Epic Galaxies BLAST OFF, which is supposed to be, from what I gathered, because I didn't research too much about it, because I was like, Tiny Epic BLAST Off's done. That was it. That's all I needed to hear was Tiny Epic Galaxies BLAST OFF, and I was sold. So, but I believe it's supposed to be a more family-friendly, easier experience to get people into it. But I didn't find Tiny Epic Galaxies all that hard. There's a lot of strategy to it, and it's a good brain burner in a competitive brain burny type of way. But it's, anyways, I'm rambling. We're not here to talk about that one. We're here to talk about BLAST OFF. But before we go, there is also the option of Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies, which, as you can see, I've never opened. So, you know what? Maybe at the end of this video, we're going to do a bonus unboxing, and we're going to open up Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies. This will be awesome. It's one of my favorite games of all time, so I'm very excited. Let's get into it. You know what we should do? You know what I'm going to do? Since we got the original here, I want to just take note of some things and compare. You can see the text treatment is consistent from this version to this version, but it's all different here. Where clearly, and even the artwork, we got a more serious kind of spacescape thing happening here, very cartoony. I love this, by the way. This is awesome. I love the way that looks. So even the font is all kind of kooky and cockeyed, or whatever the word would be. It's just everything slanted and goofy, very cartoony. I like it. Okay, so I love this artwork. You know what? I'm gonna get close up, show you that. I love that. Okay, so let's crack it open. All right, now the unloading score on this, I have a feeling is gonna be low because the game it's too light. It's too light. It's no fault of. It's just. You need to pack in some bricks in here to get the lid off. Come on. It's tight. It's tight though. I like a tight lid, but. Oh, it's coming. Come on. Here we go. Oh, even though the initial loosening of the lid was tough, that sound was worth it. That was really good. If it wasn't for the fact that I had to pick it up and do that, I'd say a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. It's really close to a 5 though, because I really enjoyed that sound and the texture, the way it felt when I pulled off that lid. So good. Remember, that's just our unloading score. It has nothing to do with the game itself. Okay, let's look inside the box. Voila. Man, I cannot get an unboxing recently where the lid will stand up on its own. Oh, but we have a dice tray on the inside. Check that out. It's always been a case in the... I love that. I love the style of artwork. I'm digging it. Okay, let's... You know what? I'm going to use Tiny Epic to... Actually, no, I'll use the old Daddy Epic to hold that together. Yeah, okay. So, the rule book is tiny. Okay. So far, oh, I like that's different. So far, not noticed. Again, it's been a while since I've read the rule book for Tiny Epic Galaxies, but I'm not recalling. I don't see a huge difference yet in the size of rules. But I am digging this more cartoon-friendly or kiddie-friendly, cartoony, whatever. I'm a big kid myself, so I'm digging this. These meeples look awesome. Let's check them out. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Let's just move this aside. Let's check them out. Like that, there's one for every... First of all, let's look at one. As you're playing on the back. So those are trackers for something. So I'm guessing they go on your player board. We will check that out later. Because they look like windows. And there's one for every color. It's been a while since I've played Tiny Epic Galaxies, but it's so good. And I have to say every time that I do anything about Tiny Epic Galaxies is Brittany's never beat me. No matter what she says. It's never happened. Okay, so these are very light feeling. Very light windows. Oh, all the rocket ships are cute. And they come in 4 different colors, one for each player. Come on. Oh, I can't get... These guys can't agree. Come on. There you go. Cute. And there's our energy cubes. I'm assuming we have that in... So we got energy and culture for each of the players. There you go. And again, all the pieces are very light wood. Now, yeah, never mind. I was going to say how this culture is used to follow other people's moves, and energy is to pay for the cost of your own actions. But I don't want to get too much into the gameplay or I'll just get lost in this field. It'll never be done. And then that, I'm guessing, is first player marker? I don't remember something like this being in the original, but it might have been. I just don't remember. It says number 1. So, I like the, again, continues that style of the rocket ship. That's good. And we got, ooh, dice. Let's look at these up close and then let's test if they work. All right, so, oh, I like the texture on these. They've got this creamsicle look to it. I love how they made everything just so, I don't know, family friendly looking. I feel like I'm playing with a Saturday morning cartoon version of Tiny Epic Galaxies. So let's look at each side. So there's our rocket for movement, our energy to perform actions. Don't remember what the leaf is for. Is that new? There's our culture. Yeah, a little gear here. That looks cool. That looks neat. What else we got on here? I feel like I'm missing something. Is that all of them? Yeah, there you go. I think that was all of it. Now, we gotta test if they work. Ready? The moment of truth. They work. They work. Trust me, they do. You might not be able to see it. You might not be able to believe it from the angle you have here, but they do. They all worked. That was amazing. Okay, now let's check out some cards. Now there's less cards than the original. Pretty sure there was more in the original. There's one easy way to find out. I could just open up the box. It is right here. Oh, but the artwork is so much better. Okay, you gotta appreciate this. I'm gonna show you what the original looks like. Give me 1 second. So yes, there are a lot more cards in the original, but that's the kind of artwork you get in the original. Right? Functional, but not overly exciting. And then you get this for Blast Off. How much better, or I'm just gonna come right out and say it, how much awesomer is that? That's cool. Now, I don't know if these work the same. I don't know how different this game is, because I know the Gamelyn Game guys put some videos together for this, but I never watched because I wanted to experience it on my own. So I'm going to flip through these quick. Oh, I love those. Love that. What's going on with him? He's like mutated, weird dinosaur person. The artwork on these are fabulous. Way to go, guys. I'm going to go through these quick, and you guys can stop since it's in 4K. To take a close look. Oh, is that like Venice? It's like a Venice planet. You know what this reminds? It's like Mario Galaxies. Is it Mario Galaxies? Where he's got runs on the planets. It's been a while since where all the levels are like planets. You can run around the entire surface of them. That's what that reminds me of. Something about once the camera's on, I forget the name of everything. All my facts, right out the window. I like the layer, how they do the cloud cover. It's cool. Nice. The back of these look like that, and they all look the same. I love the artwork on those. All right, and here are our player boards. How's this? Ah, there you go. There you go. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's our activation bay. That's where the dice go. And as you can see, it's got... so as you use dice, you put them here if you're new to the Galaxy series. But again, that awesome art style is continued in there. You've got like advanced life. That's what that leaf means. Utilize Galaxy. I think that's new too. I think it was just called Colonies or something in the original. And there's our converter. Where instead of using 2 die to make in the original I think you used 2 dice to convert it to 1 other dice. But in this one it looks like you lose 1 energy or culture to convert 1 die to whatever you want, which seems more affordable. Neat. So the back of that looks like. And then here are our player boards. Again, very different from the original. I'm going to pull out an original so you can see. And also bigger in size. There is the original activation bay. It's much smaller. And the artwork just isn't as fun. And see, there it is. You put 2 die to convert to 1. Or to convert 1 other die into whatever you want. This one, no, it's cheaper cost. Cool, and you notice there's only a max of 6 die on this one versus 7. And if we look at our symbols there, yeah, it's, utilize colony is what it said at the bottom. This is utilize galaxy. And advanced life instead of advanced diplomacy. Okay, neato. And then the player boards. That's the new ones. Again, big size difference. But the box is the same size, I believe. Is it? It is. The box, actually, nope, no. The box is actually, yeah, it's, hold on, that's the same box. Yeah, the boxes are the same size. I believe. Yes, they are. Okay, sorry, I'm off a tangent there. So you see, that looks pretty like complex, and that's the first. That's single player mode. You can see that looks a little complex and intense, but it's actually not complex once you know how to play. But this one, with the straighter lines to track things, seems a lot cleaner and easier to track. I think that's where these come in handy. So since this is the yellow player's board, I believe this is how this works. Ta-da, as it goes up, things improve for you. Oh, and it looks like, I guess you increase everything on a track instead of just 1 track individually. Again, I'm just guessing. That's what the back of those look like, same as the other card. And then all the other ones look the same except for different color. All right, I think that was it. That was it for our unboxing of Tiny Epic Galaxies Blast Off. I'm gonna make sure I don't get the two games put in the same box. Just move those aside to be safe. Don't fall off the table. All right, cool. So that was it. You know what? As a bonus, I'm gonna open up Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies right now.
Bonus unboxing!
Let's do this. Because I really wanna see it. I saw the early first prototype, so I'm very excited about this. Okay, let's just get in there. You know what? Everything in here is gonna be so super tiny. I'm gonna bring this camera even lower. All right, let's do this. It's the size just like a regular pack of playing cards. Now this has got to be the ultimate travel game because it's amazing and it's super tiny. Let's check this out. Open her up. Aw, look how cute. Look how cute those are. It's adorable. It's just, I'm not going to go through all of these cards because this is just a bonus unboxing. But let's check out some of them. First of all, look how tiny. Look how tiny they are compared to Blast Off cards. Look at that. Cute. Okay. So, we've got, that's what they look like. They're so tiny. Everything about this is so adorable. Okay, let's, and it all came out of that little box. Then we got these things. And the artwork is, the artwork and gameplay is an exact copy of like, well, the artwork might not be, but it plays just like this version, the original. Here is the player boards. And you can see they're clearly laid out differently, which they would have to do this size. But look how small. Look how small, look at the difference. So tiny compared to the original. And then, even more so, compared to Blast Off. Look at that. Blast Off's backgrounds or player boards are even bigger. These are so teeny tiny. That's the single player mode. Oh yeah, those are so cute. Okay, what's this? Where? Oh, that's our activation station. I understand how everything, the cards all laid out differently because you don't really have a lot of room to spare. And there's the rule book, teeny and tiny. And then we got all our little bits. These. So colorful. I've got all the little tiny icons and things you need. There's the icon for culture. There's some lightning for energy. And oh, those are the dice too. The dice aren't actual, like they're not out of regular dice material. They're the little wooden cubes. And they work too, even at that size. Even at that size, they work. Yep, every time. Every time. They work every time. Cool. These are fun to hold. These are really light. And that's it. That's our bonus unboxing of Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies and our major unboxing of Tiny Epic Galaxies Blast Off. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. See you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.